Hey, what's going on, guys? GoldManMouth06 here, and welcome to another little episode of what I call industrial-sized farms. Yes, for those who don't know, I already put up one episode, and it was an industrial-sized sugarcane farm. You can check down in the description below to see that link, but in this series, I go through and I industrialize specific farms, auto farms. I make them industrial. And what that means is I take something simple and I supersize it. I make it outrageous. I make it something that you don't need in survival Minecraft at all. Because if you ever had this in survival Minecraft, you would be set for life. And I like the mushroom biome out in the background. I think that's kind of cool. But today we are, as you can see right there, we are doing something very interesting. We have industrialized a cacti farm, and we have no redstone involved in this at all, per se, at all. This is just a simple cacti farm, but the difference is it is the most efficient design that you could find. And I will leave a link down below to prove it with a video from Exumavoid's myth-busting episode where he tested to see if in fact this was the most efficient cacti farm. And I will also leave a link down to, I don't know who discovered this to be the most efficient cacti farm. There's just too many things to look into, but I'll leave a link down in the description below of the video I watched to help build this, but I will also do a little tutorial at the end of this to show you how to actually build this. So let us begin the tour. And in 3, 2, 1, I will show you what the cacti farm looks like. Sorry about if the chunks are loading pretty slowly. I just did this recently, and this is in a place that I haven't hung out a lot, and I haven't come here so often to cause the chunks to load in nicely. But here we are. Here is the industrial sized cacti farm. Oh, baby, look at this. Look at this. This is huge. Huge right here. So we have 4 sections. See, like the chunks over there. 4 cacti sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, really big. And as you can see, this is different from a design. The cactus is actually in a 4x4 row stacked upon each other instead of stacking 2 sand next to each other and then putting a string in between and then stacking it up like that, because that design is very space efficient. I could have fit more cactus in this one area, but this is more efficient, but it may not be as big. But I don't honestly care because this just pumps out a mass ton of cactus anyways. Specifically for the reason that I have on this world, the random tick speed is set to 10 because, as I mentioned in the sugarcane episode of Industrial Farms, this is actually a world of a server I'm building, if I'm ever gonna make it into a server. It's just a little, I can't really explain it, but there's a video in my channel. It's called My Server, and it gives you a tour of what it kind of looks like. I'll have to update that video eventually because I have been changing a lot of things recently. Is someone coming up my stairs? I do not know, but let's get down into the premise of things. Can't land right here. So, as you can see, there is a ton of cactus flowing in, just every which way, coming down and such. For those who are wondering, the hopper minecart is here because the cactus only comes out of one specific spot, which means it only fills up a few hoppers at a time. But the storage is massive. It will take a very long time to fill up that certain storage. We'll get into that in a bit. But the hopper minecarts are there so that it picks up any cactus that doesn't get immediately taken up by the hoppers and then transferred into another chest system. So it allows for simple collection. But anyways, there's no real way to get in here properly. I will probably figure that out eventually. I might make it an underground entrance area, but that's for another time. But let's go into the chest room. Way to get down here is just to fall straight into water. You may not have been able to tell, but they are glass paints because my texture pack is clear glass. And with connected textures from Optifine 1.10.2 that I'm using, it makes it perfectly clear. So that gives it a nice look. The lime green gives it also a nice look because of the cacti. White glass, I like the white glass. I could have done regular glass, but I decided to do white glass because it makes it. It might look better with the white glass because it might look like it's just see-through and they're just floating, but I didn't kind of like that, so. Let's get down in the storage. We have a massive storage system. I'll explain the signs in a minute, but let's count up how many chests we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 chests. Ooh, did I just break that one by accident? I did. Whoops. 41 chests. Multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 41 chests, 5 each. I have a calculator out right now because I did not do this ahead of time, but I will. That is 205 chests, all in this one little space. But that's not it. Multiply that by 4. And you get 820 chests of storage. Multiply that by 56, because this is how much just this bottom row can hold. That is 45,920 inventory spaces. Inventory. I will call it like storage spaces, not inventory spaces, because these are inventory spaces, but it's the same. So that is a lot. How many cacti can that hold then? Well, let's multiply that by 64, and we get 2,938,880 cacti that this can officially hold as of the bottom row. We still have tons more storage up here. And I'm not going to be doing the math because this will take a while, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 chests going this way. That's a lot. We have to subtract, let's see, that's about 2 right there. There's 1 chest in the middle because we cannot, I didn't want to mess up the path up there and have to put stairs when it was polished andesite to be able to open the chest. That explains why that is. Redstone lamps give it a little light. I don't know. I haven't really been here at dark because I have nighttime, day and nighttime off because I don't want it to. I don't want mobs spawning in this world. I can't remember why, but the signs. These are section signs. Why are there section signs? Well, section signs determine this is the chest that gets filled with cactus because this is near where the cactus drop out. It's not exactly where the cactus will fill up the chest because the cactus gets moved and such. Ooh, that was the wrong chest, but the cactus gets moved and moved to other chests. But these are the chests that get filled up first. What this means is from this, because this gets filled up a little bit, but that doesn't get filled up quite as much. So what this means is it is possible, I'm not sure if it will happen quite, but once this row gets filled up, this next chest is going to be filled up too because that's how the chest patterns are done. I did it like this because technically if I did it instead of horizontal, or not, yeah, horizontal, I did it vertically like this, it would have been the same amount of chests, no matter what. I just did it like this because I thought it looked a little cooler, but if I did it like that, it might have been more storage, I'm not quite sure. Each row would have had their own chests of still fill in. I just did it like this because I honestly didn't care. You could, if you make this, you can do it where instead of the chests are facing this way, they are actually facing this way. There is space for that, and it doesn't really matter. But as soon as this one gets filled up, this side, the other side that these are connected to will fill up first. So this side will be filled up because this is connected to this. But after these two are filled up, and the hoppers at the top are filled up, the cactus will just collect in that one spot. The minecart hopper then will pick it up, and it will collect the ones this when it comes this way. It will collect this, and it will fill up this side. But then it will most likely fill up all of these chests first, which means that's what the section is. So this is section 5, and past here is also section 5, just a little bit, but not too much, and this is section 4 to 5, which means that every time one of the section chests gets filled up, the hopper minecart will take more of the cacti and fill up the chest in between the sections, basically. And that's what it signifies is, okay, once this chest is filled up, you have to wait until all these chests are filled up, basically. So that's pretty much what it is. I will be adding maybe a little more to this. I'm not quite sure. I think I will add maybe we'll show this off in a later point in another episode of an industrial dye smelter for cactus, which will be probably added to this farm because you need a lot of cactus, but mainly it's for dye if you need any dye and such. So that's what will be this farm for the server will pretty much be. It will be a green dye farm. And if anyone who needs cactus will need some cactus. So that's pretty much all it does. The water is pretty simple, just uses packed ice all the way down. Didn't want that there. Have to do a little maneuvering because from how this is spaced out, this is approximately a 44 by 44 sections because each one unit of cactus is 11 by 11 in the X and Z axis. I could have compacted it a little smaller, but I was using structure blocks to allow me to build this a lot faster. I built one bottom row, and I used structure blocks to clone the rest to make the building process sooner. I did not do that in the sugarcane. I used the clone command to make it quicker, but in all honesty, it makes it so much better with the structure blocks, which if I could figure out how to link the structure block of the actual farm, of actual one of the farm units, I will, but I do not know how to do that, and I don't think I will be able to do that. But if at any point, maybe by the time I finish this series, because there's not too much industrial farms that will be added in. One also other perk is there's a minecart elevator to get up quicker. And you can also fall down on it because people will be working here if the server's open. They will have jobs to do here, getting the cacti open and such. One other thing that I will also mention to what this is, why it doesn't go all the way down, it is because this allows for I can take an axe and I can just break them all and fill my inventory up. All I need to do is get an axe and break 2 chests. I pretty much fill my inventory with cactus, and then I can move it to wherever I want, and things like that. A couple of these might actually become, they will have something that transfers the cactus to a smeltery, transfers the cacti to a smeltery, and only a couple of them will actually be used to transfer items away. And what I mean by away is transfer it into the smeltery, not away. Players will be able to transfer items, and that will probably be only in one section because people aren't going to need that much cacti. So, anyways. That is pretty much all I have to show you. It is massive, but I will do a little tutorial on how to build one of these actual sections and explain to you why it's so efficient. So, I will see you in another creative world to build this for you and such. But one also other mention, this cactus farm, if anyone watches my quest for the golden creeper world, we will be eventually building this in the world, so that is something you have to look forward to. We will be, most of the industrial farms in this industrial farm series will be built in actual survival mode, not in creative. That is my plans for the future and such. So let's hop into the tutorial and have some fun with it. Okay, guys, now we are entering the tutorial. Welcome to a void world. For anyone wondering, this is why this is here. I did not just make this. This is actually a world I will be showcasing redstone contraptions in and other farms in for such. So let's begin the tutorial. To make this cactus farm, the best size to make it is having 16 cacti in one area. So to start off, you're going to make a platform that is 11 by 11, but you should outline the 11th block, the perimeter of your 11 by 11 in a different block, preferably glass if you want to actually see into the farm, and then outline the inner farm with another block to signify the 9 by 9 of where you will be putting the cactus. So once you have laid out your spots to put your sand, you will put your sand down and then you will put your cacti down like such. Now it's time we're going to build up the walls a little bit. You will most likely bring them up. Yes, 3 from the top. As such right now. So I'm gonna do this. You're gonna build it 3 like such. All the way up. So once you have laid out your platform, put the blocks, the temporary blocks, to where the sand will be placed, and put your cacti on your sand. You will then build your walls, your side walls on your temporary block, marking the 11th block, marking the perimeter of your 11 by 11 area. You will build it up 3 blocks exactly. Now, before you do anything else, I would suggest putting the water down to make sure if any cacti grow in the process of doing your placing of your blocks, you don't have to worry about them not being collected. I will now temporarily put in a little storage system down here. All you really need for this storage system is a hopper. Oh, there. Dear me. A hopper and such. So we're going to be just placing a hopper right here with a chest. Trap chest, because that is the most convenient block for me to get right now. Doesn't matter what kind of chest it is, but it just matters that you have something. So let's put the trap chest right here. And then putting it right in here, and then just make sure that nothing else falls out. Do not know why I made this like such. So there's your temporary storage, and it doesn't really matter if you put it right underneath or not. Like I showed in the giant farm, you can have a water source underneath it that takes it off somewhere else and gets collected somewhere else. But once you have that all situated, you need to get some glass panes, any type, doesn't matter. Glass panes, fences, or cobblestone walls work, but glass panes are the most efficient for this design to make this farm the most efficient, because glass panes have the smallest hitbox of fences and cobblestone walls, and any other block for that matter. And you will just build it like such. You will make a little pattern, a little hexagon, not a little square pattern. You will encase your cacti 1 block above it with glass panes to make sure that when the cacti grow, they break. So let's just keep showing you. This will be the tedious process out of the entire build, because glass panes have such a small hitbox. It is kind of hard to place them in survival mode and in creative, depending on where you build this, which I would assume you would be trying to build a cactus farm in survival mode. As such, let's get this done, and 1 more right in here, and 1 more right in here. And there you are. It is done. And the reason, now we will be talking about why this farm is so efficient. The reason it's so efficient is when the cactus grows, as I will demonstrate, we will increase the random tick speed to a decent amount where the cactus will grow. Random tick speed. We will set it to 100. This is abnormally high. Why isn't it growing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's set it a little higher for you guys. Let's go to 500, half of 1,000, for it actually is growing like mad. So, as you can see here, the cactus is growing pretty good. And on a normal farm, cactus is pretty much, you would space it out too, and then you would put one on top of it, and then another one, and you would stack it up like such. But the problem with that is the cactus has a chance to fall back in and touch the cactus, and the item be destroyed forever, like as you saw there. What the glass panes do is it allows for the cactus to jump and hit the wall and fall down through and not get destroyed by the cactus. It has such a small hitbox, it gives the biggest range for the cactus to fall down without getting destroyed, unlike some other designs of a cactus farm. This is why this farm makes it the most efficient. So now all you gotta do is pretty much top off the roof, which I'm gonna use commands for because that is how I build in creative usually, and then stained glass, and voila. You have your own little mini farm section. This is not how fast it would go in real time on a real server, but it is pretty efficient, and I will leave a link down in the description below for the tutorial of this, not the tutorial, but the person I found this farm from, and Exuma Void's myth busting video showing that this is the most efficient cactus farm. So anyways, thank you all for watching, guys. This has been the second episode of Industrial Farms, the cacti section. I hope you guys liked this a lot. It took me a long time to build that thing, but it is nice. It was extremely nice, and I will be actually building it in survival Minecraft in my survival series called Quest for the Golden Creeper. So, thanks for all for watching, guys, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.